up, everyone? I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 11 of Haita Gensou no Grimgar. And with this episode, we start off with some gorgeous, utterly gorgeous animation with Mary, and she had a little flashback of her with her old team before they went over to the mines. Haruhito woke her up, and then they suddenly got over into the next floor, like the next level, which was the 5th level. So I was all like, wait, what? How did this happen? How did they get there? But then when they were escaping the mine, when they were escaping the 5th level towards the end, there was a well. So I guess that whole tension there with the cliffhanger that we got last week was kind of dumb, you could say, because I guess they never showed us that there was a well there. It was like, oh my gosh, they're in this really tough situation. Death Spot is over there and they're surrounded by a bunch of kobolds. What are they gonna do? Then we see, oh, there was a well right next to them. That kind of pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what? What? You built up this tension and there was a well there this whole time? I don't know, that just bothered me. It did, but don't worry, there was still enough tension and drama and action within this episode. Quite a bit. You see, the gang, they found a resting spot. Like first, before they found the resting spot, they had to get through some of the kobolds, which was really cool how Haruhito took down that one kobold. He like just jumped from out of nowhere, stabbed the guy in his neck, and that was pretty cool. I gotta give props to Haruhito. Like, again, we see like his training and his growth with his skills, so I really do like that. And then they find their resting spot, and we see Mary's old staff, and then we see her old teammates. Now, I remember when Minato died, the head priest guy, he mentioned that it's best to give a proper burial or else he'll become a zombie. Well, we got to see zombies this time, and it's very sad, because how they described it is that they're these corpses given a false life. And that's pretty accurate. What was really shocking, though, is that they still had their powers. They still had their skills. They weren't just roaming around mindlessly. Like, they seemed to have an idea of their previous life. They seemed to recognize Mary. And they also remember how to use their skills and were still able to use magic. So that was pretty shocking and very interesting as well. Great character development for Mary. She did not stop and break down. She knew what she had to do, and no one got in her way. No one needed to give her advice. She knew exactly what she had to do, and she was strong while doing it. So I gotta give props to Mary for that. Mary is my favorite character, so that was just brilliant. And then they get caught up with more kobolds and Death Spot, so they were like escaping the 5th level, making their way back up to the 4th level, I believe it was, and Ranta saves Haruhito. Like that, actually the animation there, the action was pretty good. I liked that a lot. It was very intense, and then the insert song within that scene fit. So I'm really happy that they had an insert song that fit the mood. Because, you know, sometimes they do have an insert song that fits the mood, sometimes they don't. So I'm really glad that this insert song completely fit the mood. So Haruhito was falling and Ranta saved him, and Haruhito climbed up, and then Ranta falls, and while the rest of the gang escapes. And this was very interesting because this whole thing with Ranta towards the end, like first when Ranta was saving Haruhito, he said, "We can't have our leader die, idiot." When last week he said that, "Oh, if you die, we'll just replace you." So this makes me think that Ranta was just putting up an act. That's what I think it was. Ranta has been putting up an act, and he really does care for his friends. Why does he put up this act in the first place, though? Does he feel like he needs to? Does he want to become some sort of fictional character? I'm not too sure if we'll ever get to discuss why Ranta puts up this facade, but it would be really cool if they did go into this within the finale episode. But then the episode ends with the gang going in to rescue Ranta. I'm really glad that we're ending off with something big actually happening and characters developing. Sure, it's not the whole cast that's developing, but at least we still get a few developments, mainly with Mary and with Ranta. So I do like that, and I'm glad that, things are happening. And I am looking forward to the finale episode next week. Catch you later as I review Ajin. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.